I just flew in, and boy are my arms tired. But I did successfully join the Mile High Club, even though I was on my own. So I guess tired arms are just the price you pay. Is there anything sexier than women? If there is, I'd like to have sex with it. It seems everything is on the internet nowadays. No matter what it is you're looking for, all you have to do is go on to yahoo.com and Google it. Even love and sex is on the internet nowadays. God be with the days when you had to type 531-8008 into your calculator, turn it upside down, and use your imagination. But I recently met a girl on the I say I met a girl on the internet. I started following her on Twitter. I knew she was on Twitter because I was able to see her phone over her shoulder. Oh, lad. You should have seen the message she was typing. It would break your heart. She was suffering from the big C. Dyslexia. And I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi. We're much the same as the regular Nazis, only we put a full stop between SS and our badges. But we got talking. She was an American girl. She told me she was 3/4 Irish, which is a perfect match for me because I'm 1/4 xenophobic. And we began sexting each other, which is much the same as regular sex, only through the medium of text messaging. And it costs 8p a go. But we began sexting each other. I sext her and I'd go, I think you're lovely. And she'd sext me back and she'd go, thanks, XXX. And I'd sext her and I'd go, I wouldn't mind making love to you. And she'd sext me back and she'd go, bold, XXX. Every text message she'd send me, there was something a bit off about her. Every text message she'd send me, she'd finish it with the number 30 in Roman numerals. But after a while I eventually asked her on a date and she said yes. Now, I must preface this by saying she wasn't the best looking girl in the world. She didn't so much have a face that could launch 1,000 ships, but more so looked like 1,000 ships had been launched with her face. And on her back she had a tattoo that said YOLO, that had become so stretched that it only reinforced the concept of mortality that the message conveyed. But I needed a good woman in my life at this point in time. I needed a woman in my life because I was going through a hard time. I was just coming out of a bout of roid rage. The hemorrhoids left me terribly irritable. But she said yes. And I can kind of understand why she said yes. I mean, I have a lot going for me. I'm doing well at this comedy. I mean, this is my second year in a row to perform in the final of the Chortle student comedy competition. I'm not just some fly-by-night student comedian who graduates and moves on with their life. I'm in it for the long run. But last year I got to the final, and at the final I was reviewed. And part of the review said, Stephen manages to be lyrically wry, yet largely inoffensive about paedophiles. Now I can't help but feel I've made it in the world of show business. Now that somebody can go to Yahoo and type in my name and the word paedophiles and get a hit. But we went on our date anyway. She came back to my place. I live in an apartment above a shop. And she came over to my place, and I went downstairs to meet her. I put on my best suit, it's very fucking sexy. And I got in a charity shop. I always do brilliantly in charity shops. And for some reason, people around my size keep dying young and having their clothes donated. But she came along anyway. It was early in the evening. The ground was wet from the dew. My neighbour, Rabbi Goldman, keeps pissing on my lawn. But we only went on the one date. We went on the one date because she said I was too intense. Too intense. Too fucking intense. I don't know. I think it was because I cooked her a 3-course meal. But it wasn't like I put an awful lot of effort into it. I mean, for starters, I just gave her a banana. Nothing too intense there. And for the main course, I gave her a hot dog, and a carrot, and a cucumber, and an extra large gherkin. And for dessert, I gave her an ice pop. I don't know how she construed it as being too intense. Folks, you've been a beautiful audience. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show and give as much love as you gave to me to all the rest of the acts. Thank you very much.